Welcome to Fit and Fun Chronicles. We've decided to start this segment in order to understand what wellness and fitness and how all this is tied up to your day-to-day lives in terms of what you guys do, what you guys like to eat, at the same time what runs in your mind when you want to constantly stay fit, right? My name is Naya Tharoor and I am the host for today's session, and with me are these four amazing influencers who have been trending on the internet for a while and have also actually had a lot of influence and a lot of I would say impact on people's lives. I'd like to take a moment to actually thank them for being here and just introduce themselves as well. So let's start with you.
My name is Ahmed Salim. I'm a fitness coach, and also I do like some content on social media related to fitness and healthy lifestyle, and that's what I basically do. Yeah. As simple as that. And I'm drinking boba.
A quick reminder. My name is Stanislav Petruchan. Should I say I'm 30 years old and I'm alcoholic? No. I'm also a fitness coach, same as Salim, and I've been in the industry about more or less 10 years. So what can I say? I've been on internet for about 6-7 years on Instagram, trying to help people out, especially busy executives, with their busy lifestyle. And thank you for having me.
Thank you. So Stan's actually my trainer as well, and he's really strict. Okay, but he's good. He gets me to the gym no matter what.
Unfortunately.
So and
I'm Mariam George. I'm a full-time Mariam George. I'm a full-time creator and entrepreneur, and I go to the gym. I'm not a fitness coach, but I had a crazy transformation that people like watching. So that's pretty much it. There's not that much to me. I have so much nice things to say.
I want actually to hear about that. I want to hear that about the transportation.
Yeah, full-time creator.
I'm the last, don't worry. Hey, I'm Shazia Ashraf. I'm a content creator just like Mariam. I mainly focus on cosplaying and humor. And that's about it. I'm not in the fitness circle, but I'm not fit either, but I'm trying to get fit.
The only kind of workout, the only kind of running she does is running her mouth. So.
And that's why we're best friends.
In your face.
wow, on that note, I think we should all take a sip of our amazing Wimpy bobas.
Low calorie boba.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Refreshing bubble tea.
Cheers, ladies.
No fizz, non-dairy. And they've just been released in the market and it's been amazing. I love it. My favorite is the Tropical Tranquility. So Mariam, that's yours.
Same.
But for internet purposes and influencer happiness, strawberry boba teas are also very nice. I drink them too, okay?
And the butterfly is very low in calorie. That's why I'm having it, because I'm on diet.
Butterfly?
Yeah, that's the butterfly flavor.
That's the lowest?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, that's what they told me in the store.
I feel like they're all the same. They're all the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, they're all the same. I just like blueberry. I mean, that's what they told me at the store, right? And now they tell me the otherwise, so yeah, exactly. So cheers to that.
This episode is obviously brought to you by Wimpy, and Wimpy is a brand that always talks about being better for you, because Wimpy cares about the ingredients that goes into everything that the brand does. So whatever you eat, whatever you drink at Wimpy, it's better for you, locally crafted, and you can savor it one delicious bite at a time. Right? So I'm going to get into the first segment, and that's about staying fit and overcoming stress.
Nice.
Okay.
Sorry, I was about this close.
Well, mental fitness would be the second segment, and we would stress about that a bit more, and maybe you could shed some light to that as well.
I can talk about mental fitness.
So once again, Are you okay? Yeah. Staying
Yeah.
fit and overcoming
Flow
stress,
away.
guys. That's our first segment. Okay, and we all know how crazy life can get. Like, you mentioned, Stan, that, you help a lot of people who are like constantly busy, busy executives, etc. You just told me that you've had a crazy transformation, and you said that, you're probably not in the fitness circle, but then you, I'm sure, constantly meet people who are in the search of wanting to be fit, wanting to be stress-free, etc. And one of the myths that I wanna bust, and I want you guys to tell me what you think, is that I constantly hear about, being fit means being thin. Being fit means fitting into that one dress that you want to fit into. Being fit means there's like a set kind of equation that you have to follow in order to stay fit, and that's necessarily not the thing, right? Everyone has a formula, and it may not be yours or mine, but rather to find what that balance is. So I'd like to know from you guys, Ahmed, I'm going to call out on you.
Okay.
What do you think being fit is, and and how do you bust that myth of staying fit, and how it can be related to stress as well? Like, what do you recommend?
Well, usually fitness or being fit is different from person to another. The definition is different from person to another, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you have a wedding in 3 months, you want to fit in that wedding, and the wedding dress that you want to wear for that wedding party. So this is what fit for you.
Yeah.
For me, I used to do boxing for a living, right? So to me, I want to be like standing in the ring for 12 rounds without losing my breath, like without, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what fit to me. So I want to run, 10K kilometers in like 40 minutes. That's what fit means to me.
Yeah.
I want to push as heavy weight as possible. So it's very individual. You can't really define fit under one umbrella because there is no umbrella for it.
Right.
It's just different from person to another.
Yeah.
At least this is my humble opinion about it.
And do you have clients that come in and say stuff like, oh, you know what, I want to lose 30 kilos in 1 month. What's that, secret recipe that you can give me that I can just do that?
Okay, first thing I always say, I'm not a magician.
Yeah.
I'm a trainer. Okay? No, seriously.
I was trying to see if I can, get any of these tips.
Oh, hell no. Okay, so the thing is, some people, they be showing me pictures of themselves when they were she's now 90 kilos and she want to go back to her 60.
Yeah.
She looked shit in her 60. I mean, sorry for the asthma. Sorry. I mean, she looked really bad for her 60. I mean, we gotta beat that, right? We gotta beat that.
We'll beat that.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
Drink over tea.
Drink your bobas, guys. I think you need to refresh yourselves.
You don't know what I said, right? If you embarrass yourselves, then put that. This is saying
Put it in bloopers.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
So maybe when she works out and when she following a healthy lifestyle where she's on diet, she's following a training program, she would look way better in her 70s than her 60s.
Right.
She would look way better in her 80s,
Right.
even her 90s. She could stay the same on the scale.
Yeah.
But she would look way better than what she wanted to be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
it does.
that's one thing. People always come, hey, I want to lose this much weight because I need to do this, I need to do that. Okay, just take it step by step. We try to break it, we always try to break it down into small goals. The end goal is to be fit.
Yeah.
Again, as I told you, fit is very different from person to another. So we always break it down into small goals in order for us to reach to the goal she's looking for or the goal that he's looking for. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So that's basically the secret formula that everybody does, and there is no secret formula. It's all the same.
So Mariam, you just told me that you had this crazy transformation, right? And that everyone wants to understand more. They're watching you. They're oh my God, she's transformed completely. But just to go back before your transformation, did you constantly beat yourself up for the way you looked, or was it something that you just decided overnight, I just want to look different? Or what was that thing that led you there?
No, if I'm being honest, I didn't really hate the way I look, and
Yeah.
I never, no one ever called me like fat
Yeah.
or anything, so I didn't have that
Yeah,
like.
she's not lived my life. Okay.
No. I mean, I
was
did
just
get
about to say the same
bullied
thing.
in school.
And you never been bullied? Which school did you go
No,
to?
no. I was really fat in school, okay, and I had like a full-on eating disorder after that. Yeah,
Obviously.
From like 5th grade to like 7th grade, I had like a fat phase. So there, I was bullied. So I did experience that. But also, I think because I was like also in the influencer life and stuff, and no one really cared about how I looked as long as I portrayed myself as like confident. But then I would go back home. I wouldn't wear tops that were like sleeveless because I was like insecure about my arms.
Yeah.
Not because of like what people were saying to me. They never said anything.
Yeah.
But it was just so much easier for me to appear confident because like I was an influencer and stuff. But yeah, so but before I got into the whole fitness thing, it's not because I wanted to lose weight. I just wanted to do one thing every day to take care of my body, because I realized I wasn't taking care of my mental health or anything for that matter. My room was a mess, everything was a mess. I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just try this one thing.
Yeah.
And the goal was to just be able to like tick off a little box in my journal that says go to the gym, or like just move anything, like not even the gym, just like the treadmill or like walking outside.
Yeah.
So that's what like motivated me to like go to the gym. I just want to like tick off that box. But yeah.
How does it make you feel now? Like you take that box.
Now
You enjoy it, right? I see your stories. You absolutely love being there, and I think you feel that there's like the spirit of yours that just comes alive, like and I'm sure like it beats the stress that you go through every day, because of being an influencer is not easy. There are a lot of people that follow. There are along with a lot of positive comments that you get. I'm sure you deal with a lot of people absolutely trolling and things like that, right? I'm sure everyone deals with this, right?
100%.
And does that get to you at times? And you just go to the gym. You just want to like get yourself to like a normal calmness, get your cortisol levels up, and
No, I have this thing where I don't make any important decisions until after I'm done with the gym. Because any sort of like negative emotions that I'm feeling, like how your body stores anxiety and like a lot of like negative energy, once you go to the gym and you release that, you're in like a much better mindset to be making decisions and like acting on certain things. So until after I'm done with the gym, like I just don't make any decisions, because it helps me like deal with the stress and helps me. And even like if I'm on the treadmill and I have my headphones in, I zone out and I just go into like this tunnel vision and everything just quiets out. And that's like the only part of my day where my mind is like quiet.
Yeah.
So for that like 1 hour, 1.5 hours, like I'm not focused on anything except like my workout. So after that, I feel like it's like I decluttered my head a little bit, and now I can like, okay, now what do we want to do for the rest of the day and things like that. So yeah, it's great to deal with stress.
Right. And Shazia, like, I'm sure you've met a lot of people or come across a lot of people personally as well, right? I mean, stress is something that we deal with on a regular basis, right? I remember this one time that, I put on a whole lot of weight. So I was overweight at one point, like really, really big. Like I was like, I think 105 kilos or something. And the doctor actually told me that, stop stressing. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I stress about everything, right?
Was it Dr. Amen? Was it Dr. Amen?
Yeah, the doctor was
What's the difference? Excuse me? That's sexist.
Calm down.
That's sexist.
This is how they say, calm down.
Like, stop stressing. Wow. If only I could, right? But then later, like I found my ikigai, and I really found my passion, and I got back into dancing, and I don't think I've ever looked back, right? I stopped caring how I looked, whether I was fat or thin. I was just moving, I was just dancing. I was just like, I think I was able to like move a lot of pieces in my head, in my body, that I couldn't do before. So what is that one thing that, keeps your passion up, ensures you beat that stress? What is that one thing that you would like to tell your audience and, us as well? What is that one thing that you'd like to share to beat the stress?
Honestly, when it comes for me to beat the stress, one is probably hanging with my friends, because when I'm with them, our problems coalesce and then we try to solve each other's problems.
I deal with it. That's how she beats the stress. I deal with it.
No, another thing is actually content creation.
Right.
Like content creation is actually when and since I'm a cosplayer, for me, when I'm actually getting into cosplay, it takes hours. So at that point, I'm very focused.
Right.
So when it comes to doing something I'm passionate about, like when I'm in that zone, like nothing else is there in my mind. I don't think about anything else. The stress, nothing is there. Then once after I'm done again, the stress just comes back.
Wow.
I was like, yeah,
it's,
okay, there.
It's the total opposite for me. Like if I want to create content, I have to be like, you know,
It's
like
overthinking.
no, just like clear of mind. I have to be like.
That's what, when I am
full-
content creating.
No,
when
no,
I'm in
that's
that, I'm, like,
that's
very
when
clear.
I need, like whenever I want to start creating content, that's when I need to be like completely calm. There's nothing in my mind. Positivity, butterfly rainbows everywhere. I swear to God.
For
It's
me,
the
the second I
complete
pull out a
opposite.
camera, I'm just like, okay, stress.
Really? No, I'm not
I
at
love
all.
it though.
Yeah, I love it. I'm not at all stressed when I'm like in my zone, when I'm filming and everything. I'm totally into that, and I'll
Right.
take multiple takes till I feel like it's perfect.
Yeah.
And time just flies, you know. I'll be in cosplay for like 9 hours sometimes with the whole setup and everything. And once that time is done, and once I'm like, you know, once I have to keep everything back, I'll be in bed and I'm like, oh yeah, crap, I have to deal with all this stuff also now. That's when the stress again kicks in for me.
Right. Yeah.